If you still haven't checked out this brand new romance anime, you're seriously missing out. Today, we're officially starting a new anime series, and the first anime we're diving into is Tamon's B-side. So at the start of the episode, we're shown a concert scene, where we see some guys singing and all. And then we hear a voice, and a girl tells us that this is actually a group with 5 members, and the guy named Tamon, bro, he's on a different level. Like, these 5 together have basically handled the whole nation. I mean, on the basis of their looks and dance. And the group's name is Face. And the guy named Tamon in it is just way too extraordinary. Then the scene shifts to this girl, whose name is Kinoshita, and she's watching this concert on TV right now. And bro, she's behaving super crazy. Her mum and dad are sitting behind her, and her dad says, "Oh man, she's watching Face again. This is too much." Then her mum says, "Yeah, even I get tense watching this. I mean, being this crazy at such a young age is honestly a big thing." And then we're shown her little sister and brother too, and they also say, "Seriously man, this girl is crazy. Like, I don't like how she keeps screaming and watching Face like that." Then we see the girl properly, and she tells everyone her name and says, "I don't even know what would happen here if these people didn't exist." And she keeps saying a lot of things. And then we get to know more about Face. And bro, this girl is a huge Tamon fan. Like, a very, very huge one. To the point that she's literally only talking about him. Then we're shown her room, where there are only Tamon's pictures everywhere. And she even says, what if Tamon gets arrested somewhere? Like, because he's too handsome. Like, what kind of useless nonsense is that? She's lost in her dreams when suddenly a message comes on her phone. And that message is from the concert side. Like, there's a lucky draw where you can win a ticket, and only some lucky person gets it. The moment she sees this, she goes insane. Like, her brain shakes, thinking, what if I get the ticket? And as soon as she clicks, literally she gets the ticket. And after that, she starts behaving even more crazy. Then the scene shifts and we're shown the next day, where we find out that Kinoshita actually works in housekeeping through an agency. A lady comes and tells her, "Mrs. Toda is in the hospital and she won't be able to go to work today, so you'll have to handle her work for a few days." Kinoshita says, "Yeah, of course, I have no problem." And then she tells us that she wanted to do this job because she wants to go to the concert, and the more money she can collect, the better. Then she reads her customer's name, and it says Tamon. She's like, no way, it can't be the same one I'm thinking about. But she still convinces herself, no, it's not like it's actually him. Then she goes near his room, and as soon as she enters, she sees a guy sitting there with the exact same hair color, and she goes, what? Seriously? She's shocked because the Tamon she always used to watch like that on TV, today she's seeing him right in front of her. But then we see a huge change. The Tamon she saw on TV, here he's acting super dull. Like, he's literally sitting in a corner, he can't even talk properly, and his facial expressions are completely different. And she's thinking, what's going on here? Why is he behaving so weird? So she says, okay, fine, I'll leave him alone and I'll handle the housekeeping work. Then when she starts working, she goes back and asks, by the way, can I ask you something? Can you tell me where the detergent is? And the moment she asks this, we see that this guy is acting way too weird. He's like, no, this can't happen. She saw me like this. Now she'll go outside and tell everyone. And all my fans will feel so bad after seeing this life of mine. They'll feel like I betrayed them. What is this? And he keeps thinking weird stuff. And Kinoshita's like, has he gone crazy? And you know, this guy, Tamon, he even thinks that he might get murdered here. Kinoshita explains to him, look, nothing like that is going to happen. You're overthinking way too much. But because of all this, Kinoshita starts feeling like, what if because of me, this guy takes retirement? And if he does that, then what will happen to the whole nation? This is my fault. I have to stop him. So she stops Tamon and says, Tamon, you know, no matter what you're like right now, seeing you makes us really happy. And because of you, a lot of people are happy here. So don't treat yourself like this. Tamon says, yeah, but I feel like nobody should support me. Just hearing that, Kinoshita gets triggered and gives him a proper lecture. And then she starts cheering him up. Seeing that, Tamon feels a little better. Then, after some time, we see that everything has chilled out. And now Tamon is trying to cheer himself up too. Kinoshita is doing her work and says, by the way, this is a really good thing. Like you hide your real personality and behave so well on stage, just so people can feel happy seeing you. Tamon says, yeah, exactly. But you know what? I want to make everyone in the world happy, so that no one is ever sad. But how can anyone be happy after seeing this face of mine? Kinoshita doesn't say much. She just thinks, no, that's not true. She tells him, don't think like that. You're really good, and it's not like what you think. Then Tamon tells Kinoshita the reason behind all this. He says his boss told him, never show this gloomy face to anyone. And she even scolded him for it. Because of that, he stays depressed. And at that time, Tamon starts crying and says, sometimes I feel like I should go to some other island and separate myself from this world. Hearing that, Kinoshita says, no, never. Don't even think like that. How can you even do that? And then she gives him a new name, Gloomier. Tamon goes, huh? Gloomier? What's that? Then the scene shifts and we're shown all 5 face members and they're giving their intros. Gloomier says, my name is Tamon Fukehara and my job here is to make everyone laugh. The second member says, I'm the youngest here and my name is Odi. Then we see the third guy and he says, I look the best here and my name is Nasuki. Then the fourth guy says, my name is Kito. And lastly, the fifth guy says his name is Kai. And then we see all 5 names together. And they say, finally, all of us together make face. I mean, I don't know what's going on. They're just giving their introduction like that. Then the scene shifts and we see Kinoshita cooking food for Tamon. Tamon says, look, you don't need to make all this. But she says, no, not at all. You don't know, but the secret to a good life is a good diet. So you need a really good diet so you can stay well. Don't worry, I'll cook really good food. She works really hard and makes something for him. And when she gives it to him to eat, Tamon literally steps back. He assumes that Kinoshita mixed poison in the food, fed it to him, and he's already dead. Then Kinoshita scares him properly. And bro, within 1 second he eats it, and he actually likes it a lot. And he even praises her. Then the scene shifts and we're shown the next day, where Tamon is sitting at home having dinner, and his song is playing on TV. Then the scene shifts again, where Tamon comes to Kinoshita and says, Kinoshita-san, there's a problem. My managers asked me for photos, but whatever photo I take, it looks really gloomy. Like I look really dumb. So what should I do? Kinoshita says, don't worry, I'll arrange something. And she starts cheering him up. And at the end, we see she took some really good photos. And seeing them, Tamon looks really happy. Then the scene shifts and we see Kinoshita finally going back home. Tamon stops her and says thanks, like, because of you, I took such good photos. And my mental health is also much better than before. So yeah, you're responsible for all of this. Because of you, everything got fixed. And bro, he thanks her so cutely that Kinoshita basically goes crazy just looking at him. She's like, how can this guy look so cute? And after saying that, Tamon hides his face. But Kinoshita runs and stops him and says, you can't do that. Your face looks really cute right now. So don't even try to cover it. And then she forcefully tries to move his hand away from his face. Because of that, both of them fall down, and they fall in a really uncomfortable position. And right at that moment, a guy opens the gate from behind, starts scolding them, and says, how did you people even dare? And girl, where is your brain? Do you even know what you were doing here and who you're with? This is Tamon, the treasure of the whole nation. Kinoshita doesn't say anything. She just says sorry and runs away. On the way, she keeps thinking, what was I even doing? That guy is the nation's treasure, and how could I do that with him? I did something really wrong, and I know it properly. But what could I even do here? Then we're shown the next day's scene again, and we find out that Tamon's real maid/housekeeper has come back. So now Kinoshita won't be going there to work as a maid anymore. And Kinoshita says, well, it's fine. I guess now I'll just stay a fangirl. And she's also regretting a lot. Like, why did all this even happen? Finally, the scene shifts and we're shown Tamon. And bro, even he isn't happy that his maid came back, because he also started liking Kinoshita a lot. Then the scene shifts straight to the concert. We see everyone gathered there, and Tamon is there too, singing and all. Everyone is chilling and praising him like, bro Tamon, you're so good. They're hyping him a lot. And then Kinoshita screams Tamon's name loudly. And you know what? Tamon actually hears her voice in that huge crowd. Like, really? Then the scene shifts and we see Kinoshita leaving from there. But then someone grabs her hand and pulls her into a room. And when she notices, it's none other than Tamon. Tamon says sorry to her for whatever happened and says, look, don't leave my life like this. I feel like I won't be able to live without you now. Then Kinoshita thinks, how can I say no now? Like, how can anyone refuse such a cute face? Then Tamon says, you know, my face is hurting now. Like, smiling like this and keeping it up. Kinoshita says, yeah, I know. But you can't do anything right now. You'll have to act for a little longer. So that's enough now. Go straight to the stage. And she scolds him and sends him off. Meaning, these two are finally going to be together. After that, the scene shifts and we see Tamon on the stage giving an amazing performance, and everyone is enjoying his performance. And with that, the first episode ends right here. Now, comment below and let me know how you felt about the first episode and whether you enjoyed this explanation. And yes, if you liked it, you already know the drill. Subscribe, because it really helps the channel. With that said, we'll meet again in the next video with another fresh anime explanation. Until then, take care and goodbye.